How's it going, you guys? AZ Plow 21 back again with another booking episode of our UFC save in WMMA 5. The next time that I see you guys will be for UFC Fight Night Holland versus Tumanov. After that, we have Jan versus Figueiredo, which actually just happened in real life, and apparently it was a really good fight. I didn't get a chance to actually see it, unfortunately, but apparently it was a banger of a fight, so I'll have to be sure to catch that soon. And then after that, we have Sarukian versus Tony Ferguson, and then UFC 306 O'Malley versus Umar. Sure to be a very, very good slate of fights. So very excited to bring that to you. But we do have another month of fights to book. It will be October of 2024 that we're going to be booking up. So we're slowly but surely getting closer to the, real life kind of calendar, I guess you can say, that we're on. We have a lot of people that we're having to renegotiate some contracts with, including Conor McGregor. So we're going to get him re-signed. And I think the only really important person that we're going to be signing new to the UFC, I believe, was Juan Archuleta out of Bellator/PFL/Ryzen, I guess. He'll be joining us as long as I can get him in on negotiations. So like I said, we're going to be booking the month of October. UFC 307, Grasso versus Shevchenko, Namajunas versus Yaregui. 2 women title fights. We'll have to see how that draws. But Nate Diaz and Habib, Dominic Cruz, 3 title fights total. But Cannonier is not popular enough to main event that pay-per-view, but Grasso and Shevchenko are. So that is that. Now, John Jones is still out for about a month. Remember, he got injured, so that's why he couldn't fight in that fight against Spivak. We're going to wait until next month to book him. So he'll be fighting in November of 2024, just like he did in real life against Sergey Spivak. And we go now to, as you can see here, these are the list of contenders that I have for the various divisions. Pereira just lost in his title fight, so we'll go ahead and remove him. Dawson just lost, so we'll go ahead and remove him. And then that is it. Right. Yep. So we're gonna have to find someone for lightweight at some point. But as far as light heavyweight, is Yuri back soon? He definitely is. So we can just get Yuri and Ankalaev booked right now. So Yuri versus Ankalaev. That will be tasty. Beat Murzakanov. Love to see it. So that will be booked. So that is done. Middleweight, we've already got that booked up. Welterweight, we need to have Vettori fight against Chimaev to unify the title. Hamzat's back in 12 days. And then where is Vettori? Where is Vettori? Middleweight, right? There's Marvin Vettori, and Vettori's ready to go. All right, so we can do Yuri and Ankalaev, and we can also do Vettori versus Hamzat. That's 2 title fights right there. That makes for a pretty good pay-per-view in and of itself. But let's see what else we've got cooking here. Super lightweight, that tournament is still going on. Lightweight, we'd have to take a look at when Volk is ready. We don't have a contender at lightweight just yet. Volk's not back for 40 days, though, so that's not a very big concern. Grant Dawson obviously just lost, but it looks like Fiziev and Usman, maybe? Usman, I mean, nah, we would need Usman to at the very least win 1 fight. But Allen's going to get the fight next for Volkanovski. Volkanovski is back in 40 days, so we're going to wait until next month to book up that. But Fiziev versus Usman for a title shot sounds like a pretty good idea in what is a very shallow division now. So Fiziev is back in 26 days. I feel like that makes for a pretty good choice. Let's see. Let's go to super lightweight because Charles beat Poirier, so he advances. Am I correct in that? Yep. So he's in the semi, so he's advancing. Dober lost to Islam, but nobody who's just lost is going to be fighting for a title. That would be Asin9. So we will do that. We'll do Usman versus Fiziev, and I might just put that on the pay-per-view, but let's go ahead and... All right, so Fiziev versus Usman. We know we want to make that, and that will be for a title shot. Let me put that up here as well. And again, at featherweight, we know Arnold Allen is going to be the next one to fight for the title. It's either him or Ortega. Ortega's on a little 2-fight winning streak, but we're going to give it to Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen is back in 12 days, so we'll book that one next month. That'll probably be on the November pay-per-view. Bantamweight, we've already got Umar fighting for the title, so Umar and Usman both with chances to get some UFC gold soon. At flyweight, we have the champion Brandon Royval. It looks like Moreno is slided to get right back in there, and he's ready to go in 12 days. So we could have another 3-title fight pay-per-view, which I think sounds like just a great idea. So let's go ahead and do that. Royval versus Moreno. Beautiful. All right, at featherweight, okay, beautiful. Okay, women's featherweight, we already have Harrison fighting. Pacheco versus Pena needs to happen. Well, where is Pacheco, though? Pacheco is up here. So are these two ready to go? No, they definitely are not. So we're going to hold off on that then. Shevchenko is already fighting, and then Yaregui is already fighting. So we are good to go there. So now let's see, out of the ranked fighters, who we want to book up here. So Karate Hottie versus Polyana Viana. Has that happened already? It has not. So let's just go ahead and do that. All right, Lupi Godinez, she's back in 12 days. Fatima Klein, she's out for a full year. Golly. All right, 5 days. She just lost to Angela Hill, who's number 6, so no real shame in that. Carla Esparza lost to Yaregui. Esparza versus Jan. Tatiana Suarez lost to Thug Rose. She's back in 12 days. Lupi Godinez back in 12 days. What about Zhang Weili? After losing to Grasso, she got knocked out. She's not back for quite a while. Amanda Lemos lost to Rodriguez. Rodriguez beat Lemos. She's back in 12 days. She needs a pretty big fight. Estela Nunes beat Hannah Goldie. Nah, I wouldn't necessarily call that a big fight. Suarez, 12 days. Okay. That's pretty good. Rodriguez versus Suarez. Has that happened already? It has not. Beautiful. Estela Nunes, she does need a fight, not necessarily with someone big. Jonah and Yan is back in 5 days. Nunes versus Yan. I like the sound of that. All right, we got Conejo Montserrat Ruiz. He needs to fight somebody. Carla Esparza, maybe. 19 days. Oof, she's on a nice little 4-fight losing streak. She should be fighting down. Lupi Godinez, though. Let's just do it. All right. And then Godinez can wait an extra month. All right, women's flyweight. We got Manon Fior, who should really just be fighting for the title next. She's got a crazy win streak. So we're just going to put Fior on there. Okay, so Fior's waiting. Fior is waiting for her title shot. She's back in 19 days, but that's fine. Jessica Andrade, she just lost to Shevchenko. She's not back forever. Ivana Petrovic just got her third straight win. She's not back for a full month. Karina Rodriguez, she's coming off a win. Tayla Santos, she's out for quite a while. Valerie Loreda coming off a loss. She should be fighting down. Gabriela Fernandez lost to Manon Fior. She's out for quite a while. Jamie Lynn Worth Hustles coming off a loss to her. She's not back for a while. Liz Tracy coming off a win. She's back in 5 days. Her versus Karina Rodriguez. That seems to be the only thing we can do. So let's just go ahead and do that. Beautiful. Women's bantamweight. Again, this is a very, 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 very weak division. Liana Jojua, she just beat Liana Jojua, but she's out for about a month or so. Juliana Pena, we know she's out for quite a while. Oh, she just lost to Pacheco. So it is Pacheco who will be fighting for the bantamweight championship. And Pacheco's back in 33 days, but we have to wait on that Nunes fight anyways. Cavalcanti, she lost to Aldana. She's ready to fight. Haley Cowan, 19 days. Julia Adelino beat Jessica Rose Clark, 12 days. Let's see. Betchko Hea beat GDR. She's back in 2 days. Liana Jojua, she's not back for 3 months. Caitlin Vieira, she's coming off a win. She's back in 12 days. Have her and Betch fought before? They have not. So let's go ahead and do that. Betch versus Vieira. Paula Christina lost to Cowan. She's not back for a while. Laura Horth lost to Rocky Pennington. Really Adelino, 12 days. Haley Cowan. Days. Cavalcanti versus Cowan. And then we're good. I suppose Howarth can fight somebody. There's just no one else that's ranked. Featherweight, ooh, we're 1 away from having a full 25 rankings. So that's interesting. We have Sendayush, who's back in 2 days. We have McCourt, who is back in 12 days. So let's go ahead and do that. Shanae Kavanaugh, 44 days. Aspen Ladd, full month, but we can wait on her. Ronda Rousey, 12 days, and she's high-level international. We're going to want her to fight somebody like Julia Budd. Get her name up a little bit. Let's do that. Let's put that on the pay-per-view, too. Budd versus Rousey. Sell some pay-per-views, you know. Jessica Miele, she's out for a while. Macy Chasson, she's coming off a win. 5 days. Reina Miura, 12 days. Renee Harding's coming off a loss. She's out for 6 months. Danielle Wolf, she's coming off a win. Gina Fabian also coming off a win. And Amanda Levy coming off a win. And Sarah Collins coming off a win. She's not back for quite a while. Amanda Levy beat Aspen Ladd. No, we can wait on her. Fabian and Wolf both coming off wins. Let's just do them two. Have they fought before, Fabian and Wolf? They have not. Perfect. And yeah, we'll wait on the rest of those ladies. Go to flyweight. We already know Royval and Moreno's happening. Kai Kara France is ready to fight after losing to Karafov, who really should be fighting up. So if anyone's going to fight any of these guys, it will be him. So Naoki Inoue versus Karafov or Takahashi versus Karafov. He's making his return to the octagon. Fuck it, we'll do a show and do either of these guys have any good? Not really. He's not even popular in Japan. Takahashi is though, so we'll do that. Versus Karafov. And then Inoue can fight somebody. Inoue versus Kai Kara France. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right, we got Marcel Ader making his debut. Askar Askarov. Let's do that. Beautiful. We got Sam Creasy. Just made his debut. Amir Albazi. We can rock with that. Yuki Ito, also from Japan. He's not back in time. Tim Elliott, 26 days. We'll wait on him. Alex Perez, we'll wait on him. And then there's Zifa Shang from China. Shang versus somebody. All right. We go to bantamweights. Aljo's ready to go. He's not gonna fight. He's definitely not gonna want to fight Merab. I can tell you that. Beat Henry Cejudo, Merab Dvalishvili. I mean, what are we gonna do with you two then? You're just gonna fight randoms. Maybe not randoms, but definitely not as high level guys as you would like. Said Yokub just beat Karamov. Ooh, he's not back for a while though. Karamov obviously just lost, but he's back sooner. Corey Sanhagen just lost to O'Malley. He's back in 26 days. On Ho. Darren Caldwell. Golly. This guy I feel like should fight Aljo, and then Merab can fight Corey. He just fought him. Aljo. He hasn't fought Aljo in quite a while, but there's no reason for him to really fight him. So, yeah, a little bit of a predicament here, and they're not going to want to fight each other, I imagine. Talk 2. Sarah Longo. What if I just told Aljo to start his own fight team? Okay, he doesn't want to do that. What about Merab? Doesn't want to do that. Let's try to do Aljo and Merab. And then if not, we'll just have nothing for them this month. Because there really is nothing for them this month. Apart from each other. Alright, Ortega. He's out for quite a while. Allen's going to be next in line on that. Yair just lost by knockout. Yeah, he's out for a while. Hageboff. He's back in 5 days. Nakanishi. We just saw this guy beat Dawodu. He's not back for 2 months. David Onama. Beat Quarantillo. 19 days. Okay, good for you, sir. Korean Zombie, maybe. Lost to Brennan Loafnane. Tegaboff. Tegaboff versus Korean Zombie. I'm with that. Alright, Paul Hughes, Danny Gay, Andre Touchy-Feely. He's coming off a win over Du Ho Choi. Dan Ige coming off a win over Diego Lopez. And then Paul Hughes, who's not back for a while. We can do Ige versus Feely. Has that happened? It has not. Wait, is Ige even ready? Yeah, he is. Ige versus Feely. Right. Go to lightweight. Grant Dawson just lost. He's not back for like 4 months. We know that we're wanting to do Fiziev versus Usman, and that happened this month. It looks like it can. Looks like it can. But I'll probably see. I don't think he's even popular though. He is. He is popular. Okay, so we can do that. Fiziev versus Usman. Beautiful. Moicano coming off a win over Manuel Sosa. He's ready to fight somebody. Moicano. You really shouldn't be fighting any of those bums. Leon, he's advanced in the tournament. Benil, he lost. He's out for a while still. Drew Dober, he lost, but looks like he's good to go. Him versus Moicano. Doesn't look like that's happened. So we'll do that. Perfect. Halil Amir. We can wait on that. Schmanfio, he's got his first win. He's ready to go. Ismail Bonfim. 12 days. Monfio versus Bonfim. We can do that. We can do that. There's this guy. Wait, so Amir, he just got his UFC debut. He's not back for a while. Sardari, he's not ready for a while. Islam Mamedov lost to Sosa. He's back in 16 days. Tatalazze just lost to Fiziev. He's out forever. So we're good on the rest of these guys. Dustin. 40 days, we'll wait on him. Christian Aguilera just lost to Angelusa. Jalen Turner lost to Michael Chandler in that tournament. We can do Aguilera versus Turner. Boom. Eddie Alvarez, who are you fighting? Otman Azaitar. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right. So, Colby just lost, or just beat Shavkat, forgive me. Holy shit, you just beat him? Ooh, Gilbert and Shavkat. Those are two very, very good wins. Jeff Neal. He's out for quite a while. Carlos Leal just beat Christian Lee, but not the greatest wins, honestly. He should fight somebody. Vicente Luque beat Max Griffin and Jeff Neal Bilal. Those are not the worst losses. He's back. Ugh, he's not back. Magomed Yumalatov lost to JDM. Yeah, Leal versus Umalatov makes sense. Colby versus Dustin would be interesting, though. I like the idea of that. Okay, Vicente's not back. Shavkat just lost. We'll give him some time. Chris Mixon. Gilbert Burns. Amasov. Is Shavkat back? 2 months. 33 days. Burns. 33 days. Carson Hardman versus Christian Lee. We can do that. What do we have for you, Gilbert Burns? Doesn't look like anything. At least not right now. Sorry, sir. Middleweight. Bobby Knuckles. On hiatus. Izzy's back. Izzy is back. Do we want to continue him at light heavyweight? He's out 3 months. We can do him versus Bejeda again. He's out for 3 months. Jacob Nedo. Bearju Craig. Yeah. It's not looking good at light heavyweight either. Gassinoff. Gassinoff versus Izzy. He just lost to Jared. Corey versus Hamzat. Boom, 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 boom. Jack Hermanson. He's not back for a while. Kyle Baralho. Saw that he just lost. He's back in 2 days. Paulo Costa, Chris Curtis. On hiatus. 47 days. Christian Leroy Duncan. 6 months. Looks like it's him and Humberger. Baralho versus Humberger. No, 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 no. Duraev lost to Chris Curtis. He's out for a while. Abasov is ready to go. He just lost to Joe Pfeiffer, who is also ready to go. Magomedov beat Punahele Soriano. Magomedov again just lost to Shabazian. Pfeiffer just won. Pfeiffer versus Magomedov. And then Abasov versus Magomedov. Fuck, are they both named? Okay. Just so there's no confusion. I'm like, really, bro? They're both named Magomedov? What the fuck? Alright, it's light heavyweights. Ankalaev. We know he's going to fight for the title. Zakhanov, I think I just saw he's out for a while. 3 months. Berheda, I just saw is out for a while. Nadeau versus Bearju. Or Kasanganai, maybe? Kasanganai versus Bearju. Let's do Nadeau versus Kasanganai if he's ready. Nadeau versus Kasanganai. Paul Craig, we can have a fight for him. Definitely not Uzdemir. Bruno Lopez. He's out for a while. Martin Hamlet. This guy looks like he's going to be a dog. He's out for a while, though. Kute Laba. He's coming off a win. He's on hiatus, though. What the fuck? Dustin Jacoby, he's out for a while, should be fighting down anyways. Dmitry Minikov, 37 years old, not a lot of time to waste. 12 days, we can do him in Bear Jew. Craig versus Minikov. Alonzo Menafield, coming off a win. We'll give him another month. Ooh, or if this guy's ready. Nope, he's not. Simeon Powell. Beat Ryan Spann. Do him versus Menafield, maybe. I like that. Let's do that. Menafield versus Powell. Okay. And again, folks, this is off screen, but this is where I'm putting down all these fights that I'm booking up. And then essentially what I do is I just go down the list. If it's not going to be on the pay-per-view, which we already have the 5 fights laid out, then essentially I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, just so that way I know what card I'm putting it on. That is how I organize that. So that looks pretty good, nice and organized. And then we have heavyweight, last one. Derek Lewis is ready to go. Cyril Gahn, who lost in a stupid upset to that Hassan Graham guy, who is ready to go. What about Biggie Boy? Biggie Boy is 26 days away from being ready. Tom Aspinall beat Tai Tuivasa, beat Stipe as well. He lost to Biggie Boy though, and that kind of fucked him over. Aspinall versus Biggie Boy. Ali Asayev beat Hugo Cunha. Well, it does look like a pretty good. Is he ready? 12 days. Aspinall versus Biggie Boy seems like the fight to make. So let's do that. And then we can do Asayev versus Graham. Pavel Biernot, 12 days. Philip DeFries, 26 days. We'll wait on those two. Vochak, 33. Looks like he's ready to go. Moldavsky. Are we just going to have Lewis just welcome in new guys from now on? And do Lewis versus Moldavsky. And then we can do Dawkins versus Vochak. Perfect. And we're good. Okay. Alrighty, so we are all good there. So, I think I established that I want a Japan card. So we'll just do... We'll do this one in just Nevada. Nevada pay-per-view, because there's 3 title fights. It seems like a good idea. Fazid versus Usman. That seems like it'd be pretty nice. So, I know that one's going to be in Japan. And then where are the rest of them going to be? Iowa, Rhode Island, Ontario. Let's just, where have we not gone? Alaska? We're not going to Alaska. Delaware? Hawaii? That'd be for a max card. We're not going to do that. Idaho, we can go to Idaho. Idaho, Kansas, and Japan. Hell yeah. Beautiful. All right. Okay. So, like I mentioned, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go 1, 2. Well, let's do this first. Takahashi versus Karafov. Okay, are there any Japanese fighters on here? Or anyone that sounds Asian? So these two. You're going on the Japan card. Automatically. And that is about it. That is it. All right, cool. And so for the rest of these, we're just going to do this. 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Perfect. I'm going to override this. Because Fiziev Usman does need to be in America. I'm like, okay, we just established that that's what was going on. Aguilera versus Turner. Izzy versus Gasanov. Okay. Right. So Fiziev versus Usman. Hansi McCourt versus Sendayush. Right. Dober versus Moicano is a good one. Doe versus Kasanganai. Aspinall versus Rosenstruik is a big one. Okay. Rodriguez versus Suarez, Esparra versus Ruiz. Okay, this card looks shitty. But oh well. But oh well. That is my reaction to that. Okay. Izzy versus Gasanov is a crazy main event for a Japanese card. All right, so let's get it cooking. So we got Japan week 1 of October. Throw the show. Um, is Japan not listed as just... Okay. All right, we're going to Kanto. Pretty sure that's Tokyo. And... Yep. All right, and then after that, Idaho and Kansas. Idaho, boom. Boom. Kansas. Go there. Then UFC 308s. Nevada. Saturday. Week 4 of October. Boom, boom. And Felicity Blitz. Boom, boom. Booyah. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and get this going. Starting with the Nevada pay-per-view, of course. Yuri versus Ankalaev. Ankalaev will be there. Boom. Okay. Hamzat versus Vettori. There's Hamzat. Okay, so there's Vettori. So let's do this. Boom, boom. Yep. Welterweight. Hamzat for the UFC welterweight. Beautiful. Royval versus Moreno. Beautiful. Bud versus Rousey. Okay, and then Aljo versus Marab. Let's try to make this happen. All right, we can do it. I think it's because I turned off or turned on the fantasy booking option, so that's the fight that needs to happen. So, gonna happen. Awesome, 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 awesome. Now we go to Japan, and we have Takahashi versus Karafov. They say it would be a great main event. Inoue versus Cara France. Mid-level regional. Okay, so it's a little bit worse. Karate Hottie versus Viana. Apparently a great main event. Nunes versus Yan. Okay, Betch versus Vieira. Not ready yet. Zifa Shang versus somebody. Ooh, versus Manel Kape. Fuck yeah, let's do that. Popular from his Ryzen days. Aguilera versus Turner. All right, Aguilera versus Turner. Izzy versus Gasanov. Superb main event. Beautiful. Abasov versus Shara. Minifield versus Powell. And then Lewis versus Moldavsky. Right. Okay, so that's 10, 11, so 9 left now. That's 10, 11, so that's 5 left to book. Okay. Idaho. Aziz versus Usman. Cavalcanti versus Cowan. McCourt versus Sandayush. Ador versus Askarov. Hagabov versus Korean Zombie. Dober versus Moicano. Leal versus Umulatov. Baralho versus Humberger. Nadeau versus Kasanganai. Aspinall versus Biggie Boy. Really? Throwaway show in Idaho. Would only be a main card fight, eh? And then Dawkins versus Vocek. Okay, so 1, 2, that's 11. So another 5 prelims. And then Kansas. Got Rodriguez versus Suarez. Esparza versus Ruiz. Rodriguez versus Tracy. Howarth versus somebody. Fabian versus Wolf. Creasy versus Albazi. Ige versus Feely. Monfio versus Bonfim. Hardman versus Lee. Pfeiffer versus Abu. Craig versus Minikoff. And then Isaiah versus Graham. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. That'd be 12. So 4 prelims. All right. So let's go to Japan, where we can book 5 extra fights. Let's sort by popularity. Go down to catchweight male. Gustafsson. Gustafsson, Doo Ho Choi. So let's go ahead and go with Gustafsson at the light heavyweight. Do him versus Urbana Vicious. Catchweight male again. Doo Ho Choi at featherweight. Versus Swanepoel. And then Michael Johnson at lightweight. Michael Johnson versus Jim Miller. Fuck it, they've never fought. And then we got 2 more. Hometown fighter, yes. Tanaka Murata at strawweight. Alright, boom. We'll rock with the 6 months ago. Mendonca versus Mo Miller. All right, that's 16 right there. High level regional. That's high level regional. Mid-level regional, low-level international. All right, that's mid-level regional. That's high-level regional. All right, that looks like a pretty good fight card if I don't say so myself. Adesanya versus Gasanov. Boom. All right. Cavalcanti versus Cowan. Yeah, sorry, ladies. All right, cool. So we got 5 fights to book here. So first things first, let's go ahead and look for hometown fighters. None there. Okay, good there. So next we are looking for just the most popular fighters that we have available ready. Ready to go. We got Gaethje, we got Burns, we got Spivak, Ponzinibbio, Gaethje. Can we do something with Gaethje here? Gaethje versus Burns. Great main event. Fuck yeah. In Idaho, of all places. Okay, Ponzinibbio at welterweight. Actually, yeah, let me move that one to the Kansas one. Okay, so we still got 5 to book, so let's do Ponzinibbio again. Versus Salikov. Paige Van Zant at flyweight. Molly McCann versus Paige Van Zant. Okay, we got 3 more. Pedro Munoz at bantamweight. Munoz versus Moraes. Two more. Sabatello at bantamweight. Versus Cody Stamen. Okay. Breeze at middleweight versus Brian Battle. Boom. And we are done. Okay, that can all be sorted later. Got that as the main events. That's perfectly fine. And we have 3 fights to book. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Lauren Murphy at flyweight. Versus Marina Morosh. Two more. Michelle Pajeda at welterweight. Versus Keeper Crosby. And then one more. Tyler Phillips at bantamweight. Versus On. Oh, baby. Hell yeah. All right. That'll give Kyler a good opportunity to be ranked if he wins that fight. Which is what I would rather have. Because I love me some Kyler Phillips. All right. And so apart from that, that is all good. And so now we can just go over here for our pay-per-view and just book a bunch of prelims. These is where we will do the 6 months ago gimmick. Archie Colgan at welterweight, who is apparently very good, against AJ Fletcher. All right, we got quite a few at lightweight. Loic Rajabov, which is Joe Selecki. Chris Grutzmacher versus Joaquim Silva. Versus Damir Hadzovic. Chris Duncan versus Nicholas Mata. Francis Marshall versus Colt Farrell. Danny Henry versus Fernando Padilla. And Kevin Vallejos versus Jason Suarez. Okay, Sadikov versus Nafuka. Trevor Peak versus Manuel Torres. And Carl Deaton III versus Alex Reyes. All right, there we go. So that's going to do it for this booking episode, I guess. Looking like we're going to have ourselves a 3 title fight pay-per-view along with a fight card in Japan, Idaho, and Kansas. Should be an interesting month. As always, I appreciate you guys. Next time that I see you will be for UFC Fight Night Holland versus Tumanov. And then we got UFC Fight Night Jan versus Figueiredo, Sarukian versus Ferguson, all leading up to UFC 306 O'Malley versus Umar. Appreciate you guys. I'm AZPlow21, and I will see you guys at the fights.